everyone, and welcome back to My English Classes Online Intermediate Level. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at imperative sentences. These are instruction or request sentences. So when we use them, we don't have our subject. We immediately start with the verb in its base form. Now we've got some great examples, so let's get started. Okay, so like I just said, when we are making imperative sentences, we don't have a subject at the beginning of the sentence. We start straight away with the base form of our verb, which is also called verb 1. For example, close the door, open the window, and do your homework. All of these start with our verb and do not have a subject. In most cases, these are going to end with an exclamation point or a full stop. If we want to make it a lot more polite, then we can add please. We can add please to a few places. For example, close the door, please. So here, please is at the end of our sentence. Please open the window. Please is at the beginning. And do your homework, please. Again, please at the end. This just makes the sentences a little bit more polite. To make a negative imperative sentence, all we have to do is add don't to the very beginning of the sentence. So for example, don't close the door, don't open the window, or don't shout at your sister. Notice here that we're using only don't. We're not using doesn't or another form, just don't. Same situation here, we can also make this a little bit more polite by adding please. So for example, please don't close the door, or don't open the window, please, or don't shout at your sister, please. Just like before, we can put our please at the beginning or at the end of our imperative sentence. Okay, so what have we learned about imperative sentences? The first thing that we learned is that we start them with no subject and straight away with our verb in its base form, or what we call verb 1. For example, come to class early tomorrow. Straight away, there's our verb at the beginning and no subject. The second thing we learned is that we can add please to make a sentence sound more polite. For example, obey the traffic rules, please. We also know that please could be at the beginning of our sentence, so please obey the traffic rules. We also learned that imperative sentences can also be negative by adding don't at the beginning. So, for example, don't drink that coffee, it's too hot. And we also know that it'll always be don't and never doesn't. So, don't smoke here, please. Again, we've added please to make it more polite. Okay, so there you have it. That's our lesson on imperative sentences. What's up next? You gotta do the activities, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.